I'm Jeff Owen, and I'm the student athletic therapist from Mount Royal, in charge of the charity softball tournament going on today at 123 Lakeview Drive Southwest here in Calgary. The closest hospital to where we are is Rocky General Hospital, which is located at 5909 14th Street Southwest. EMS has been alerted of the tournament going on today, and they're aware of emergency protocol should we dial 911 for an emergency. Today at the field it's 23 degrees, sunny, no chance of rain, and 20% humidity. I have helping me today John, who's my assistant, so he'll provide support on the field and bring on the necessary equipment, so the spine board, oxygen, and the supplies from the field, should I give him the intended signal, which I'll go over in a second. Emily's my control person, so she'll control the crowd and provide support that way in case a crowd gathers around me on the field. And Marcus is my call person, so in emergency he'll dial 911 and alert EMS. His phone is fully charged, as is mine, in case of an emergency, and all my helpers have gloves. All the oxygen delivery devices are in working order, as are my blood pressure cuff, stethoscope, all those things. We have full access to the field. The only attendant at the field is George, and if needed, he'll unlock the gates for EMS to get direct access to the field. The signals for today: a hand over my heart means it's a life-threatening emergency, so I need all the spine board, oxygen, all those devices and supplies brought onto the field, as well as 911 called. A closed fist means that it's a non-life-threatening emergency, but I still need 911 called as a precaution. And a hand on my head means that I just need extra support on the field, whether it's for assistance with an intervention or bringing the supplies onto the field. Oxygen's cracked at 1000 psi. As I said, all the devices are in working order already, and I have all the medical history forms here in my bag, which I brought with me.
Hi, I'm Jeff. As you can see here, Jordan has a mid-shaft tibial fracture. So to splint that, we're going to use a speed splint. So here's my splint. I'm just going to put the different triangle bandages underneath it. And just for comfort, I'm going to put an extra triangle bandage in here for support and comfort. So that's in there. So before I splint, I'm going to check PMS really quickly. So can you feel me touching your toes?
Yep.
Can you pull up against my hand? Good. And can you push down into my hand? Good. So P and M are good. And distal pulse is good. So for now I'm going to splint. I'm going to slide. I'm going to get someone to help me mobilize the lower leg. And on the count of 3, I'm just going to lift the leg into the splint. So 1, 2, 3. Good. Just going to slide these under. To start, I'm just going to mobilize above the knee. So above the site of the fracture, going to mobilize at the ankle. and below the fracture site. Before I finish, I'm going to check PMS again. So can you feel me touching your feet?
Yep.
Can you pull up against me? And can you push down into my hand? I'm just going to check pulse. And there's a distal pulse present. So Jordan has a jaw fracture that we're going to stabilize and splint with a triangular bandage. So I'm going to come underneath the jaw to start, up to the top of the head. I'm going to cross it just behind the ear, and I'm going to loop it around to the opposite side. Where I'm going to tie it. Is that nice and tight, Jordan?
Yep.
Are you able to open your mouth very much?
Not really.
Okay. And can you breathe okay?
Yep.
Perfect. This is Jordan. He has a clavicle fracture on his right side, so we're going to use a triangle bandage to splint him. So what I'll get you to do to start, it's not too painful, I'll get you to try to get your right hand up to your left shoulder, so it's holding on to your hip. A little bit more this way. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take my triangle bandage and I'm going to put that on there to start. The first thing we're going to do is check PMS. So can you feel me touching your hand in there?
Yep.
Perfect. Your radial pulse is strong and present. And can you squeeze my fingers for me? Great. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck the triangle bandage underneath his arm. And then I'm going to bring this around the back. I'm going to twist up the elbow. And I'm going to bring it around back. I'm going to tie it just behind his opposite shoulder. Just let your arm drop down. That's okay. Perfect. I'm just going to check your PMS again. Can you try squeezing your fingers for me? Perfect. And can you feel me touching your fingers?
Yep.
Radial pulse is strong and present. And I'm just going to have it swap. Just to keep his arm close to his body, you can keep facing that way.
Can't say you can when you're not.
So I'm going to bring the triangle bandage just above the elbow. Okay, come around that. I'm just going to tie it off in the back. Just like that. How's that feel?
Feels great.
Does it feel supported?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it does.
Perfect. So Jordan has an AC sprain in his right shoulder today, so we're going to help tensor it to help provide some stability in the shoulder. So the first thing I'll get you to do is put your right hand in the right hip. Perfect. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on the biceps. I'm going to come around. I'm going to go around one more time just to develop a good anchor. Work my way kind of up the shoulder a little bit. And then I'm going to come across to the other side. And wheel my way around. Come over the shoulder. Back under. And all the way around. Over the shoulder. All the way around. it feel like it's restricting your motion?
Yeah, feels good.
Cool. So today Jordan has a hamstring strain. We're going to stabilize it using a tensor, so it helps promote the extension, and it helps assist extension and limit flexion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at the front of the leg, the tensor. To help do this, I'm going to get him to step back with his injured leg, scissored leg, and make muscle move. Perfect. So I'm going to start on the front of the quad, and I'm going to ankle it up. And then I'm going to come down in the front. I'm just going to come up again. Back down in the front. And this one I'm going to come up, and I'm going to come around the back of the hips. And aim for the opposite iliac crest. And I'm going to aim to make the cross in the back of the hamstring before I come down. And I'm going to come back up. Over the opposite iliac crest. Way back down. And up one more time. Back down in the back. I'm just going to end it on the quad in the front, so I get you to hold that for me. And I'm just going to use some light plastic to hold the tensor in place.
Stuck up my finger.
How's that feel?
Feels good.
Do you want to try walking for me? Perfect. Do you feel limited going forward?
Yeah.
A little bit. Perfect.